Well, it is unusual, sort of, to be here. We're glad to be here. Is any of Glenn Geigley's family here? Can I see your hand? No? She's out in the kitchen? Okay. We normally sing at Salem over at the Goshen area. It's been a long-standing tradition. But this year it didn't work. I called them and they said, somebody else beat you to it. Sorry. So I said, well, that's okay. The Lord had other plans I already know about. At least I hope that he did. At any rate, this summer we had the privilege of taking a choir around the country, Faith Builders. And when we got to Montrose, Colorado, my wife and I got to stay, and we're both bus drivers, and we got to stay in the home of Arlen Geigley. I said, are you Roy's son? He said, yeah, you know me. I said, yeah, I know you. I knew you when you were 14, 15. And so in the course of our visit there, I said, where's Glenn? Oh, he said he's in Michigan. I said, oh, I have to look him up. Where in Michigan if we get close? And he said, oh, it's just in Ottawa. And I said, well, we're going to be in Goshen for 2 whole days because the choir is recording at Goshen College. I said, I'll be sure and look him up. Tell me where to go. And he said, he works at Ottawa Lumber. I said, okay, I'm going to walk into Ottawa Lumber and I'm going to say, hi, Glenn. And he's not going to know who I am. So we stopped there and I went in and I said, where's Glenn? And the woman there said, he's right over there in that office. So I walked over to the office and I said, hi, Glenn. I understand you have $500,000 you want to get rid of. He looked at me and he said, who are you? Just like I thought he would. And I said, I'm Dave Witmer. Oh, Dave. And he got up. Yeah, this is so good. I hadn't seen him since he was probably 18. That's 40-some years. And so we talked a little while, and he said, and I said, well, he asked what we're doing. I told him, and I said, sometimes yearly we get to Salem with our chorus. And then he said, well, if ever it doesn't work, please come to Calvery. And I said, oh, well, thank you for the invitation, but we'll probably never do that because we go to Salem. So I go home, and sometime throughout the summer, I call for the arrangements to Salem, and they said, that story, no, it won't work. And so I called. Here's the other interesting thing. I was there talking to Glenn, and Glenn said, I've got trouble with my heart. I got to watch what I'm doing. And, well, everybody has problems now and then. I never gave it any further thought. But he had the foresight, for whatever reason, he said, let me introduce you to my brother-in-law, Yoder? John Yoder? So we went over to John's office, and he introduced me, and what was nice to meet his brother-in-law. I never knew him, and I didn't know why he was introducing me to his brother-in-law. But when we couldn't go to Salem, I thought I'd call his brother-in-law. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I went to a wedding, and my sister was there, and I told her this story because she knew Glenn, because she was... Roy, Glenn's dad, used to be our bishop a long time ago. And I told her, I said, I'll tell you a story, an amazing story. I got to meet Glenn. And she said, he passed away. And this was just 2 weeks after I was there. I said, no, he didn't. I just was with him. She said, I read in the budget that what's the Miller's wife's name? Glenn's sister? What is it? Esther May. Is that it? Yeah. I think that's her anyway. Anyway, she said, I know that it's true because I read that she was in Michigan for a brother's funeral who passed away from a heart attack. I said, it can't be. It just can't be. But it was. And so then I said, well, now I know why I was introduced to John. So I called John and I said, can you tell me who to talk to about coming to Calvary? And he directed me to Tom. And Tom checked and everything was okay. And here we are. Blessed to be here with you. Blessed to have met Glenn. He's a wonderful friend of my youth. And to think that I got to visit with him a half an hour after 45 years, 2 weeks before he passed away, it just flattened me out. But it's good to be here. The message that we bring tonight is, my brother, do you know the Savior? And we talk about the Savior, and we trust him. But do we know him to the extent that he wants to know us, and that he wants us to know him? When I think of when God made Adam, and he formed him there of the dust, then he breathed his life into him, and he said, oh, it's wonderful. It's just what I was looking for. Live, Adam. And he said, it's very good. But then it got messed up. You know the story. And then Jesus came, and Hebrews says that he didn't take on the nature of angels. That's not what he came to do. The angels, he was just too bad. But it says that, Hebrews 2 says that he took hold of the seed of Abraham because they were his people. They were his children. It was the descendants of Adam of whom God said, it's very good. And then when Jesus hung there on the cross and he said, I finished it. And men could have said, well, what did you finish? He finished the recreation, so that, as Colossians 3:10 says, that the new man is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. And I think that's wonderful. And that's the Savior that I need to know better and better and more, because he wants to know me better and better and more, because he wants to say of me and all of us, it's very good. This second creation, this new life that I gave, it's as good as the first one because I did it. The salvation that the Savior brings and the renewal that the Savior brings is him. Shall we sing?